Starting this video for the fourth time because the first two times the camera like fell on me, and the last one was so rambly, so I'm just gonna go again. I haven't actually written notes for this, but I thought I'm just gonna make it a bit more casual. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video about how to get a job unrelated to your degree. I hope you find this useful. Please like and subscribe if you do like it, and let's go. So yeah, I thought I would do this video because I just feel like this topic isn't spoken about enough. It is completely normal if you are doing your university degree or maybe even your master's and you're like, I don't want to do this for a job, or I don't want to spend any more time on this. That is absolutely fine. So yeah, I think I just want to talk about how I got my current internship, because it's not something you would associate with my current degree. I do education studies. I'm in my third year now, and I've got a current my internship is in like being a content intern, like social media intern. So obviously education you'd associate with teaching, and like social media you don't really associate with education. So yeah, that's why I thought I'd just do this video about how I got to that place and my advice. I'm just going to go through my journey I think first. So when I was 16, my first job was working in a like after school club / nursery. So obviously during term time it was an after school club, during the school holidays it was like a holiday club. So yeah, I did that for like 2 or 3 years. I absolutely loved it. Obviously at the time I was younger, so I could run about with the kids. It didn't really feel like a job, it was just like easy money. And I think sort of as a result of that I picked a degree in psychology and education, because I liked psychology in first year of A-levels. I didn't really like it in second year. And obviously I was always told I was really good with kids, so I was like, oh, I'll just do that then, sort of thing, as you do when you're 18. And as my degree went on I started to hate psychology, and that was what my major of my degree was. So obviously it was predominantly psychology. I only did like one module in education. So I dropped out of university for a bit, but before uni, so sort of at the end of my first year of uni I worked in an accountant's office as an office assistant. So when the new GDPR rules came in, we had to like get rid of all the old files, or sort of kind of input their data onto like spreadsheets and stuff. So I did that for one summer. Obviously that was a very different environment working there than it was to working with kids, but I think it was a really good experience. Also I picked up a load of different skills, and then obviously when I dropped out of university last year in 2019 I went back to my old nursery job, because I knew obviously I'd worked there for like 2 years previously before, so I had a lot of experience working with kids. I knew how the place ran. It's just what I needed at that time to go back to something I was familiar with. So I worked at the nursery for like so yeah, in that time it changed from like an after school club to like a full-time nursery. So yeah, I did that for like 6 months, and sort of as time went on I kind of realised it definitely changed since I last worked there, and I just sort of realised working with kids wasn't really for me anymore. Like as I said, it's something very natural to me because that's what my first job was, but it is at the same time it's very exhausting, and sometimes I felt like it didn't really challenge me. And yeah, it's just not the industry for me, which is absolutely fine. And then this summer I feel comfortable going back. I did get offered like another job to go back to the nursery, but I just didn't feel comfortable like working with so many people in a pandemic. So I was just like, thank you for the offer, but like I'm just gonna stay home this summer. And I did 2 courses. So I did the Bright Network internship experience, which was like a 3-day course, which had like live talks and stuff. So the first sort of day and a half was like kind of presentations from employers, like from GSK, P&G, Enterprise and stuff, about marketing. Yeah, it's called the Business Operations and Marketing internship, because as I said, sort of growing up, like even though I've worked with kids, I've always, like since I was about 13, 14, I've always been on social media, like creating and stuff. I've had this channel since I was like 16, so yeah, like as I said, social media is something I've always loved, and like in probably the past year or so I've been like, yeah, I could probably do a job in this. So yeah, I did 2 courses over the summer. I did the Bright Network one, and then I did the Google Garage digital marketing course. That was really good. I would really recommend that to anyone. I'll put links to these things down below, because I know the Bright Network are like doing what's it called, I think they're doing the internships like on demand, so you can do them again now. but yeah, they have them in so many different things, like banking, consultancy, like all sorts. So yeah, I basically spent my summer doing just online courses, and again, it was just something to add to my CV to show, even though I hadn't been working, I'd been doing something with my time and just like investing in myself and stuff. Yeah, and then throughout the past year or so, my university has had this like virtual internship scheme. So like local businesses get in contact with the uni saying like we need students to do these sort of jobs, and it just kind of makes us as students more employable when we graduate, because it shows we've like had some sort of job through uni. And I was like, you know what, I want to branch out into social media, because I've done it in my free time as a hobby, and I know like some ins and outs of it. So yeah, I applied for a few social media roles. I didn't get the first one, trust me, like I applied for like 3 or 4. And I'm currently doing one now, which is amazing. So yeah, my tips. So first of all, I would say work out what it is you want to do instead of your degree. Like sit down with yourself and be like, right, I'm not enjoying this, what do I actually enjoy doing? So I'd say think about the jobs you've had or you have right now, and then what is it like about this job, and like what don't I like about it. So what I liked about my nurse job, I loved working as part of a team. That was a lot of fun. Whereas in my office job, I only really worked with like 1 or 2 other people, which felt like a bit lonely at times. So yeah, but obviously I much preferred the kind of office environment where it wasn't like really hectic with screaming children all the time. Yeah, so that's kind of what I worked out from that. And then obviously I realised like a huge passion of mine is just social media and like creating. So yeah, I just thought, right, when I come out of university, I just want to try social media as a job. But obviously I found these internships. And yeah, I was like, you know what, I could do that. And then you kind of got to think after that, like, how do I get to that point? Like, do I need to do further study? Do I need to do courses? So that's kind of why last summer I was like, right, I'm going to just do some online courses to show that I'm like working at learning about what I want about the job, sort of thing. And it probably did work in my favour that obviously I do YouTube and like Instagram in my free time as well. So yeah, definitely try and incorporate what you want to do as a job like into your day-to-day lifestyle, maybe through like volunteering or making your own Instagram, blog page, whatever, about something. Yeah, so I'd definitely say before you like apply for things, just make sure your CV is up to date as well with any relevant work experience, and like tailor the things you've learned from your job, like as I said, teamwork and stuff, tailor that to like what job you're looking for next. So as I said, I love working as a team. Working in the nursery meant I could adapt to different situations quite quickly, which I think is quite important for most jobs, really. So yeah, as I said, just like focus on those skills and be like, right, how can I apply this to my next role? And then when it gets to the interview, make sure you've researched the company. I think this is really, really important. Like literally just study that whole website if it's like a university essay, because as I said, I think once you start looking into companies as well, that'll help you decide if you want to do that job. And luckily the company I'm working for now is something I'm really passionate about. Sorry, it's got really dark in here. It's an education consultancy company, so it is kind of related to my degree, but it's not the traditional path you would go down when you do an education degree. Like a lot of people go into teaching after. So yeah, I would say make sure you research the company. Do you like what it stands for? If you don't, it'll probably will come across in your application. So yeah, and also pick out their keywords from their website. So if they've got like a slogan or something, just kind of put that in your CV or a cover letter, or say I'm really passionate about whatever the company's passionate about. That'll probably help you out as well. Hand in your application and stuff, and then if you get to the interview, I hope you do, again, make sure you come across really enthusiastic about your new potential role, and ask the employer questions as well. I think a lot of people don't really do this, but in my interview, I asked a question about kind of like an issue related to that industry. I think that shows again that you're really interested in what you want to do and stuff. And yeah, as I said, I think when you're in an interview, just be yourself. Like, just say why you're passionate about the role. That would probably be the first question they ask, like, why have you applied for it, why are you passionate about this. And another question I think is quite popular in interviews is like, when was the time you solved a problem? So have a few kind of ideas in mind for that. Again, you can get that from previous job roles, even from your university experience. Yeah, and then the final question was like about their own social media. So again, make sure you've studied their social media, their websites and stuff, just to show you're really like on it and that you're passionate about it. Yeah, that's kind of my advice about how to get a job unrelated to your degree. I think in summary, you just need to like figure out what it is you want to do and just figure out what you want to like how you can get there, whether you need to do further study or whether it's just like work experience you need to get. And getting that work experience, I know it's hard when you haven't got any to start off with, but I think again it's just showing passionate and like willingness to learn that will really put you in good stead to getting a job unrelated to your degree. Because I think when you come fresh out of university anyway, most employers kind of know you haven't really got much experience in a workplace anyway, and you're going to be like up against a lot of people, so you need to do something to stand out. So yeah, just be yourself in an interview, but be really passionate as well, and hopefully you'll get that job that's unrelated to your degree. I hope you found this video helpful. Actually, I didn't have notes for this one, I just forgot to write them out, so sorry it was a bit rambly. But yeah, good luck if you're looking for jobs right now. I know it's a super hard market. I'm super duper grateful for this internship I've got, even if it's only for a month. Yeah, I'm just super grateful because I know it's very hard to get a job right now. But please like and subscribe if you want to. If you've got any questions as well about getting a job in social media, please let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye.